Hello everybody and welcome back to this War of Mine. I'm sorry, my mic was away from me there. So welcome back to this War of Mine. Today we are continuing the playthrough of the regular scenarios, continuing the playthrough with Pavle, Zlata, Cveta and Anton. Because there's four of them, I always struggle to think of them all. But we've managed to collect a few things from last time, which was very, very good. It's day 10, meaning we don't actually need to eat today, which is very, very good. So Pavle, you can go straight to bed. These two were the ones who slept. Cveta, you were out last night, and I need to remember that I can actually send everyone to bed who is still here because I've got the electronic door already. So, the challenge behind this one is, I'm not doing any special challenges when I'm doing these scenario playthroughs, but the idea being is that because we have got four characters and two of them are not the strongest, there is a different playstyle that you have to be focusing on. You have to be focusing on keeping everybody safe and getting enough food in, because four people's food is a lot more than three people's food, but it's not the impossible challenge. We've managed to get our two traps set up, and Anton is great at collecting food through those, so that is our main jobbed. So we're going to see where we can go from here. Besides that, what was our other targets? We've now got a lot of materials, we've got some weapon parts, I need to get a couple of sword blades built, I remember that. Besides that, we can look along here and see what else we've got. We could make another bed, I'm debating getting a simple heater up and running. I think having a heater up and running makes the most sense, so let's build one of those and put that over here for now. We just need to make sure we're ready. We have got a fully upgraded one of these as well, which is lovely. Look at all these lovely things. But the thing we need most of all is we need a couple of these saw blades, just to be safe. Whenever we go to a location, we need to be able to saw blade through a lot of things. I got one for the school. I think I've pretty much covered the school, but yes. One additional challenge I have included in this run, though, is I'm not going to touch the military outpost. The military outpost, now that I've learned how to completely loot it, even with Cveta, there is no challenge if I introduce the military outpost, so we're going to be trying to do it without that. In the modded version, however, that is a challenge because there is less to do there, but that is something that we're going to be focusing on. Well done, Zlata. So those are now sorted. We've now got this. How close are we to an upgrade here? One of those. We need a few more bits and pieces. That doesn't seem impossible. How many electronic parts do we have? We have plenty. We have just enough to make a thermoregulator, which is what we need. So we'll have that. Then we need 13 and 1. That is manageable. I can definitely do that. So far, we've not had anyone come to the door today. That's kind of what we expect to happen. We have got a gun to defend ourselves with, don't we? Yes, with 9 bullets. That's pretty solid. We've got ourselves some fuel. Fine. We could probably set this up soon. I need more veg, really. Maybe getting the veg garden up and running would be our next task, because then we get full refreshable everything. Then we can kind of stay in as long as we get the components we need for collecting water in the long run. Do need a water collector as well, but I think at the moment I can kind of cope without it. That's what I need as well. So just more components and more parts still. That seems to be the general vibe. Not much else to do today, so we're going to move straight on to night 10. Hopefully we can go to a few new places. I do remember there was the port last time. I will go to the port eventually. I think that that could be an interesting one. We've also got the central square, which is a good for trading, and a few other locations. Some of these are saying they can't get there due to the fighting. Good to know. The warehouse may be one to take out. I'm never 100% on their warehouse. We could get into the small apartment building and start to steal some stuff, or we could just go to the ghost house and try to finish it off. You think that's going to be the plan? You should sleep, you should do that. You can guard, you can sleep. Good. We will now prepare the ghost house attack and grab both of those, which is very nice. And I think that's all I really need, but I will take this with me. I can get through a shovel if I need it, but I don't know if I need to. But you know what, if I don't, then I'll make do. Getting some more water would be nice today, and then these two are the main things. Cool. Obviously, any kind of good, valuable items that I can use for trading also will be added into the run. No, noise from upstairs, but that's normally a rat. I always think that's quite intimidating, that I could get some stuff like that to make more bullets, maybe. Maybe I should be thinking about gathering those, because those are big amounts that you can gather. But yeah, if I go through here, there should be some medicine that I can get. Do you remember there also this being a weird thing down here? I was always expecting there to be something more exciting, because you can't get a saw blade immediately in the game. The earliest you can get is if you're lucky enough to get the garage, you can then trade for one. But most of the time, I mean, that is kind of what I was hoping for. And I'll do that, because I definitely want to grab what's in here, and then we'll look what's downstairs. I mean, that's great. I'll take the bullet. I mean, I feel like we've got pretty much everything we want. Yeah, no, there's just one little pile down here, isn't there? There's those, which is helpful. I'll drop that for those. No, what did I do? I just dropped it for itself. I need those. Electronic parts would also be good. I mean, this is worth a trip back here anyway. I've gathered plenty of things, and there's a lot of nice stuff still available. I just got through to the back end of it, but I think I may just go for it now. If I can double check that... Yeah, I need to come back here. If I can double check I don't need my, what's it called, crowbar for anything, I should be in a good spot to just keep moving. Let's climb up and see what's up here. Good. Don't think I need the crowbar for anything, do I? Let's climb upstairs. Yeah, no, everything up here is open. I think I just didn't do much over here when I came first time, so let's have a quick look, see if I can fill up any of the stacks I have. Bullets. There's lots of stuff for bullets here, which could be very helpful. Is there some medicine under here that I left? No, just more bullet parts. Like, that is good. Each one of those is one, but I can carry a lot of them each time, so that's it. A lot of them. Maybe I do just gather those, because having those would be protected, but it would mean losing 2 slots when... I'm not falling that far behind, though. There's another one. Of course you keep some gunpowder in the fridge. I think that's everything I'm going to get today. If I look at my backpack. Yeah, solid day. Let's run back. Pavle, you can come back here tomorrow without anything in your bag and just gather. Good. Nice, nice. We've got some stuff that we can trade for the trader if he comes along, but that should be in our movements, going in a good way. Perfect. Day 11. Very, very nice. Good, get back in, and we were raided, and we chased them off losing 3. We got back 1, so we're only 1 behind. We do need to eat today. Let's run straight across to here and then cook. Oh, we don't have the water to do so. That is going to be interesting. Do we have enough to start immediately and make a water collector? I think this is our tactic. We need to get some of these up and running to get more water. This is going to be our water collection room. Can we make 2, or do we only have enough for 1? We are only having enough for 1. We've got enough of everything else for it, but that's it. You can go to bed. You should start by cooking what we can cook, which is 2 of them. If we had more veg, then that would be helpful, but water collectors are like the main thing we're focusing on now. It's a bit annoying, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do, in fact? Hopefully the trader will come and give us a little bit more water, or some more parts to get more water, but we'll see. We do have some bandages and some meds that we can use to then trade, which is always a very, very good thing to have. And we've even got more food. I mean, in the worst case scenario, we will be able to... you should get up, Cveta. Good. Run across to here now and make one of those. Actually, Anton, you need to run downstairs and do that. You go to bed. You need to get up and eat. Which means, Cveta, you can start working on getting the water up and running. We just need one of these. Nice. Then we can get that up and running, which gives us 4. Which is enough for 1 more food, but then we are in a situation where we kind of need to have somebody eat 2 of this, which isn't great. So then you can run down to bed. We'll get this up and running, and then hopefully the trader man will come, because we do need to make sure we are on the top of our water gathering situation. If I'm not going to the military outpost, that wipes out an entire location. That stops us. I mean, I could also do the thing where I can only trade at the military outpost, which is what I should be doing in the modded run. I should be using it as a location that has lots of stuff that is useful. Like, I mean, nowhere else in the game has the stuff that you need for... What am I thinking? 11 and 2, that's still a while away, but that's fine. We're keeping an eye out to see if the trader man comes today. What am I thinking? I mean, the military outpost is one of those locations that has water a lot of the time. It has weapon parts, which is quite valuable. In most runs, you end up with a situation where you don't have much of that. I really want this water to finish, because we don't, but I'm going to have to wait for it, aren't I? If the trader doesn't come, which it doesn't really look like they are, we're going to just have to wait for this food to kind of tick in, which is very, very fair. Run upstairs and see what you're doing. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, that's annoying, because we're down to like 1 water. Or did I use it all? I used all the water. That's annoying. We'll see what we can get, but I think we're going to have to wait for this to finish and then cook and then eat. Which means one of you is going to have to eat twice, which is annoying. I'll let Anton do that. That's an irritation, but we'll see where it goes. Means we have 2 more days ready before we actually need to eat again. Yeah, it is food. Good, good, good. Eventually, with these traps, you should be able to do most of what you need to do. I mean, we got that today, so that means we're no worse off than we were. This water is just the next step in the way through. Oh, I need to get some fuel, maybe. Let's go grab some while we're waiting. With this ticking around, we just have to kind of wait. This War of Mine can be a very chill game, but I just try to run it as quickly as possible because it's YouTube and there's a very different vibe there. I just want to straighten up my mic, actually. It's gone a bit weird. There we go. Well, we're running around gathering some materials. Good. Plenty of fuel. Grab that one. I think that's pretty much all of fuel piles apart from that one. Yeah, we're almost there with that, which means we do need to be thinking about other things. These two guys are both awake again. Not much to do there, apart from run around and do stuff. You've got bolstering spirits abilities. I don't know. Maybe I could go to the... I need to be learning to trade at, like, the central square as well. The only issue with that is you just got so much of a better chance of doing stuff if you have people arriving here. Good. Here we are. Perfect. We're almost there. This is almost ticked over, and we can then start to cook. Perfect. Nice. I am thinking at some point of going back and doing some of my older playthroughs, which would be a bit of a different vibe, which would be things like the Tale of Two Brothers, the Long Haul, stuff like that. Stuff like my earlier ones, Sergei's Revenge maybe even as well. Stuff that I did very early on in my YouTube career, but I would do a much better job of performing. And I say performing, it's not really performing, it's just having the confidence to say what you want to say loudly. Like, I know loud, like, I could be screaming and shouting like a lot of YouTubers do, but it is just a question of saying it with enough force that it engages, because otherwise you end up in a situation where someone talking like this, you just don't really get much out of it. But if I'm talking a bit more like this, you get a bit more of an understanding and a bit more feeling behind it. And it's also the fact is it's not more entertaining to do it for me, actually, as well, I've learned. Let's get you guarding, Anton. We're going to go to the ghost house again. We're not going to take anything this time. We're just going to gather up as many materials as we can. And we should be in a very good position to do so. Let's go. I want to get mostly components. There was some stuff downstairs that seemed useful. If I can get the 2 stacks of stuff like this, then we will get it. Because there was some gunpowder in the fridge, because of course there is. There was also a load of other stuff. There's lots of sugar. I'm not sure I'm going to take the sugar today. I don't think the sugar is vital. Eventually, if I'm making a moonshine collector for trading and stuff like that, then maybe I will, but for now, no. I do think speedrunning one of these scenarios would be interesting. I don't know quite how high it goes. It may only go up to 4, or it could be a 10 jobby. If it's a 10 jobby or even a 20 jobby, I'm happy with that. That's good. We're just gathering as much as we can of these parts. We'll gather some more components downstairs. But this is the way to do it. Very nice. Especially if they do stack high, maybe I've been overlooking this, because it could eventually, now that I've got a full upgraded metal workshop, they're not difficult to make. I just need 1 component for each one. I mean, I'll take that as well. Do I take the wood? I might as well take the wood, just because I'm not actually getting more from home at the moment. Let's see. I mean, I can always trade it out for stuff down here if I need to. There's going to be piles and piles of stuff all over the place. So we'll see. I mean, I'll take that. That seems worthwhile. Nothing else there seems vital for me. I mean, that is equal to 2 food at the moment. Eventually, it'll be even more valuable. I'll take both of those. See what's in this that I left behind, and then we can kind of go from there. I mean, that's good. That's good. It does drop up. It goes up to 5. Let's check the basement. Did I leave something in the basement? I did look in here. Is there any more parts or weapons? Because that means I'm up to 5 ammo. Make that 6 ammo. I mean, I'll take those 2. I'll take the 2 weapon electronic parts as well. I think that is what we need. As I said, I don't think we have any coffee drinkers, so I think we're good without the coffee. Run for the exit. There's some noise going on at the back exit there, but no. I think this is going to be the last trip here for a little while. We've managed to gather most of the useful things. That's another 6 bullets if we need them. Big jump. And then we can head home. I think actually wiping out the military outpost as a location for me has meant that I am actually able to think about this in a bit more detail. Because otherwise I just rely on all the stuff I get from there and it becomes far too easy. If I was going to do high school runs again, it would be without the military outpost available. Because then you'd like lose, or you lose points every time you use it. The fact that Cveta is still unwell just seems to be weird to me. We gathered some stuff. Zlata, your job is going to be to make a whole load of this. Sorry, my throat just went weird there for a second. So we're going to make 6 more bullets, which is always helpful. You're going to bed. You're going to bed. You're going to have a look at what we can make. I could make another one of these. That would be quite good. And we could start to then get this up and running in a bit more of a what's the word? Not reinforced. A renewable setup. If we get 2 of these, then every day we just need 6 components to make 8 water, which is more than enough to cook everything if we get one of these. We get vegetable on the go as well. We need more water, but that's something we can focus on at that point. The lack of components is always the challenge. Like, you always have to rely on trading. And I think that is something that I've missed in previous ones. Someone left a comment which made sense. Apparently there's a radio thing that says that components go missing. And at that point is when it becomes super valuable at the trader. They suddenly become skyrocketing in price. And that's something to be aware of. That can happen. So we've now got 14 bullets. We're actually doing all right on the weapons front. We're actually quite protected. We're going to grab one more of this. If only I had the garage. The garage would also be a very good one because I could just gather more parts. I love the garage for parts, and I love the military outpost for everything else. You can just do it with 2 locations. If I was able to like brute force that, there is a minimum, but you can only ever do it with 2. You could survive this entire war with just 2 locations, which is interesting because the garage gives you enough stuff for starting out. The military outpost then gives you stuff you can trade and all that sort of thing. It would be a very boring run, I would say, but it is something you could do. Zlata, if you go upstairs and get ready, I will make that, of course. Zlata, you can go upstairs and get ready in case this guy turns up, which he does, almost by magic. I know that there is no indication that he will arrive earlier if I'm here, but it always feels that way. Hello. We've got some stuff to give you, and you're going to give me in return loads of materials, I hope. Good. Oh, that won't do. Try harder. Drop it down to that number. Perfect. Let's go. Oh, no, this one. We want to give you one of these, and you're going to give me the rest of this, I hope, and then some of this. Wood. You can give me 2. Fine. Deal. I'm going to go again. I think I've got some booze I can give you, right? I've got 2 of this. Thank you. I kind of want to upgrade that. It won't do try harder. What's the second one? It's very generous of me. Fine. Take that. Take some of this. Another bullet is good. Wood would be nice on top. I'll deal on that. That seems like a sensible call. Is there anything else I can trade for? One of this for the remaining 6 wood, 12 wood, if I can actually get to it. That's fine. We can have a deal. Anything else on here that's worthwhile? Nothing that I really want there. A little bit more ammo? No, that's not going to be any more fuel. I'll get 1 fuel as well. I feel like I've rinsed you out for the stuff I need. Thank you very much. If I look at my things now, that looks solid. We've actually got the stuff I need to upgrade this, I think, which is good. We do. That means that is now safe and secure. We have got another components to do another water collection. We could do with some more food, but I think I can get food from other locations. Let's make one of those. And I think that once I put the second water on, we're going to leave it there for today. Well, leave it there for the day, go for the night, and then we'll leave it there for the episode. Fully upgraded heater on day 12, way before winter's coming, although the temperature is starting to drop slightly, so we need to be a little bit safer. But that's fine. These 2 guys sleeping, we're getting water, doing all right. We'll end the day there. Everything is up and running. Very nice. We've got all these locations. That is a scary one to go for. The church I could do, or the central square. I think the church I could get away with doing some stuff. I'm going to send you away. You sleep. I'll let you guard and you sleep. Let the old people be fine. Although Cveta's not that old, actually. Anton's the one who comes across old, but also may not be that old. We'll take with us this, and this, because there is the place underneath that I can get through, which gives us a few bits and pieces. And I want to go again for parts and stuff. We've got 21 water now, which is pretty solid. We're building up our water supplies, but more of components and stuff. Eventually being able to get a garden would be nice, and then we can kind of work from there, which is always nice and good. Good. Let's run and see what we can get. I realise I play this pretty much with only the mouse. So I have my fingers on the keyboard at all times. I'm curious as to why I'm doing that. Maybe it's instinctual. Eventually I'll need to come back here with the hatchet, because there's some stuff you can break here and get a load of good stuff. With it being the father, it means that we are pretty safe here. Run to the front and see what he has to say. Hello. We've been robbed recently, but we have we have little left. I would give you some stuff, but I don't actually have that much to give you. I'm just going to go down, and we're going to go this way. We're going to saw blade through this side and get what we want to do. Yeah, we don't go to the left. If we go to the left, everyone gets angry at us. It's a bit unfair, really, given that I don't really do much. But we're going to saw blade our way through. And this is actually the location that one of the kids has buried their dog in the game. For wanting a cheery topic, but that is something that has happened. Is in one of their backstories, the dog protected them from a load of raiders, and then unfortunately the dog did not make it, and so they had to push their way through, and then they got buried there. I think there's a collar on a cross there that shows it. Good, we're just going to dig through down here. Clear out this area means we've got so many more parts and components, which is always very helpful. Eventually we can go into the back here as well. Did I bring the crowbar as well? I did. Nice. I think there is a locked door somewhere that I also want to break through, just so I then have to not worry about it. And I think this is saw-bladed. So maybe bring another saw blade tomorrow. I mean, I've already got a full inventory full of, like, just components, which is a good thing to have. May seem boring, but you know what? People say boring means that it's useful, which is good. Let's dig through this. I think there's something at the back here that needs to be used. There's also somebody in here, but they're not enemy. No one here is enemy, I don't think. Unless you attack them, in which case they become enemy. Good, we're breaking through most places. Getting as much as we can. See, look, there's lots of parts here. You know what, I am going to pick up one of these. And instead of that, I'll do that. Because, like, that sort of stuff is very, very helpful. Here we go. Another one of this is good. Thankfully, we have the shovel. Hello. I was about to say, he has a gun, which always freaks me out. Because I feel like, oh, he's just going to one time, I'm going to have done something that annoys him by the game's code. Oh, we've just lost the shovel. Good to know. Shovel and crowbar looks a little bit like a pickaxe there. Given that, I'm actually going to run back here and grab the other electronic part. Because, you know what? Why not? I feel like this is becoming a very sensible haul, and I've actually got another space in my inventory now. Let's just have a look around here. There is a fridge, I think, somewhere. Is there? Or am I being completely blind? Oh, in this room, maybe. That's the kitchen. That looks like a kitchen. Nothing there. Anything in here? This looks like a kitchen, but isn't really that useful. Climb up. Oh, there's still a pile. At least I can get round the other side. There is something here which looks like it could have medicine in it, because it's a bathroom. No, nothing at all. Let's jump down and run across and check over there. There is an exit out the back, so I'm not that worried about leaving. Let's run upstairs. This is the one that's always tricked me. There is a thing up here. There's a barricaded up door here, so that's where we'll come tomorrow. Jump down here, run across. Very, very nice. Gather what we can. Toy parts. I don't have any kids in this run. That would be a very different run, but I've already got 4 people. That's what I was after. I can't quite gather both of these piles, but we'll see. We'll do what we can. Very nice. Nothing there. Run for the exit then. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time when we continue with this run with Pavle, Cveta, Zlata, and Anton. See you then. Ta-ra.